Alright, so today we have another Attorney Pain walkthrough. This time it's for week 3. This is the Terrax fight. And this Terrax, I feel like, is not as hard as like the Nick Fury was, because the Nick Fury was kind of a rough time for me. But it's still a pretty challenging fight, especially given like the nodes. So here's what to look out for. You have to look out for one node. I forgot the name of it, but it's the little timer you see there. And every time he like goes below a bar power, a timer starts, right? And it's a 14-second timer. And if you don't push him to a bar power in that time, then you'll take a bunch of direct damage to yourself. So you need to look out for that. That's probably the biggest thing to look out for in this fight. Another thing is there is ebb and flow intercept. So if you're using a champion that has a lot of debuffs, just keep in mind that they will get purified eventually when the Fury goes away. So, like, you see my Ivon there lost all his poisons, which is very annoying, but you do get a Fury bonus whenever you do intercept, so it's a fair trade-off, I guess. And additionally, he has Powerful from Afar, so that means that it'll take a bit longer for the rock field to go away than usual. And other than that, I feel like there's not too much to look out for. It's just a regular Terrax after that. There is Heavy Hitter, though, just keep that in mind. In one of the later solos, I did just get, like, destroyed by that. But yeah, other than that, there's just not too much going on here. It's just like the 14-second note that's really, really important because it will just do a ton of damage to you. So yeah, now let's get into the objective. So the first one here is a villain that is a defensive tank. So Ivon was my go-to option. I feel like he is going to be the go-to option for most people. But there are some other options, and the one that I want to like highlight real quick is Titania. Titania is a newer addition to the game, of course. She is in the current 6-star feature though, however, so if you do not have an I-Bomb, but you did pull it from the 6-star feature crystal, then I recommend giving her a go. I feel like she can do this fight very, very well. My friend actually did solo this Terrax with Titania, but his is at rank 4 6-star to be fair, so maybe a rank 3 with boost or a rank 2 with boost should be able to do the job. But yeah, I feel like she's going to be a great option, but I do feel like I-Bomb is the best option here just because his regen is really good. There is a node also that you take less damage from like damage over time in like Terrax's rock field per debuff on Terrax. So I-Bomb has like a ton of debuffs, right? So you're gonna take much less damage from like the rock field and from like the big detonation on the 14-second node. So just keep that in mind. I feel like he is gonna be a great option. I feel like he is the best defensive tank villain option. I can't really think of any other options besides I-Bomb and Titania, but I'm sure there are a ton that exist. But yeah, this fight is really, really straightforward for I-Bomb. It's just like a simple Terrax fight. You just need to look out for the 14-second timer, but once you like learn to just... You can even use Power from Afar to your advantage by letting him build power up to the SP1 without having to even touch him. And he'll just like... The node will go away by then. So it's just... There's a lot of ways to approach this fight, but I-Bomb I feel like is just a very helpful option for you if you're trying to clear this fight. I don't know if it's the Paragon objective, but if it is, then you don't have to worry about it anyways. So yeah, that was a pretty clean solo, except for like the hits that I took. And now we have the next objective, which is a hashtag mutant and a hashtag medium-sized character. So I chose Namor for this because Namor is just the perfect Terrax counter. He just reflects all the damage. There's like special delivery as well. I forgot to even mention that. Why did I not mention that? There is special delivery as well. Just like keep that in mind. For Namor, you can just completely ignore it, right? You can just reflect the degen damage. And yeah, he's just a really solid option for this Terrax. You just play like a regular Terrax fight. I did kind of mess up there. I forgot about Heavy Hitter, and I totally took that to the face. But I still managed to solo here. It just goes to show how like... what's the word? But like, okay, if you mess up with Namor, you can still just like clutch it through because you're gonna take like no damage if you play perfectly because Namor he doesn't take damage from Terrax at all. From the degen, from the 14-second node. I feel really bad that I don't know the name of the node, but I'll put it on the screen whenever I mention it. And yeah. So now it's just a regular Terrax fight. You just wanna just keep hitting into him, keep reflecting the rock field damage, and get your intercept up, throw the SP3 with Namor, and then throw another one, and then you'll enter Imperious Rex, and you can just kill him with one SP2, or like one or two SP2s. It's just a really fun fight with Namor. For other options, there is Sunspot, who is also a new Avenger, so he fits the last objective that I'm going to mention here. So Sunspot is probably the most efficient option, but I feel like Namor is the best option for this certain objective. There's also Sauron, who is a medium-sized mutant, but I wouldn't really say that I would use him for it, just because this fight is like really troubling, and Sauron is a pretty basic champion. There's also Professor X, which I don't know how good he'll do. I know that he's not metal, so he should be able to power control Terrax, but I just don't know how good he's going to be like overall for the fight compared to like Namor or Sunspot. So Namor and Sunspot are my top two options for this objective 100%. And this fight's almost over pretty much. Now we just need to like intercept and then just keep doing damage. It's so scary to intercept Terrax because he can just like sit there and then like walk up to you and then just like punish you. But we get the fight done. Really proud of Namor here. He just did an awesome job. And last but not least, we have the new Avenger objective, and I used Wiccan for this. Wiccan, I feel like, is probably the best option for the new Avenger objective, if not Sunspot. So Wiccan, he has Neutralize, right? And he also has a regen ability where whenever he uses SB1, he regens all the missing health he took from energy damage over time. So that includes Terrax's rock field. Terrax has energy damage on his rock field, right? So you can see right here that we're just regenerating so much health back from that like ability that Wiccan has. And we also like took a lot of damage there with like the 14-second node, which it sucks, but we do manage to still solo this fight, so it's not too big of a worry. But yeah, the regen just does so much for you in this fight. Like, he tops you up so well. And I know it's kind of scary playing at such low health, but here's the thing with Wiccan. When you feel like you're about to like get KO'd, just do not worry, because your regen is going to carry you. Like, your regen is going to carry you so hard, and you're just going to regen like all the way back to full, to be honest. Like, Wiccan's regen is insane in this matchup, and he also has Neutralize, which stops power from afar, and it just stops like his indestructible as well, and it just does a ton of damage to Terrax himself. So this fight is so safe with Wiccan. This is a rank 5 5-star, keep in mind. With like a rank 3 6-star should be a much easier time, and you'll have more health to play around with. But even at 565, Wiccan can do this fight. And Wiccan is available in the 5-star featured and the 6-star featured right now. So if you do not have a copy and you don't have a Sunspot, I do recommend trying to get him from the 5-star featured. I feel like he'd be a great addition to your roster. So yeah, Wiccan is such an amazing counter for this week. I love that I get to use Wiccan in a video, because Wiccan is one of my favorite characters, man. He's such a fun champion. This is like nowhere near his maximum potential as well, but I can get into that in a later video. But yeah, we just have a ton of incinerates, but keep in mind this does have ebb and flow intercept, so they will get purified. But you can just like build them right back up anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So yeah, this is, I don't know, I'm just so excited that I get to use Wiccan, man, because I love Wiccan so much. He's one of my favorite characters. But this fight's going super smooth. Like, you saw we dropped to such a low health pool, and now we're like back to half our health, which is just amazing. It just goes to show how good the regen is for him. And yeah, we are almost done here. He's at like 8%. Getting kind of nervous though, because you know, you can like, Terrax is so punishing with his hits because he hits so hard in the rock field. But we get the intercept, and then we can just drop the SP2 here, and that finishes off the fight. So pretty straightforward walkthrough of all three objectives. I feel like the easiest of the three is probably Namor, just because you take no damage, man. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I'll just do a quick recap. For the mutant objective, I feel like Namor and Sunspot are the best options. For the new Avenger, I feel like it is Wiccan and Sunspot. And for the villain and defensive take, I believe it is I-Bomb and Titania. So yeah, that's me for this video. Let me know your thoughts on this Eternity of Pain Week 3, and yeah, that's about it for me.